report indicate that some of Trump's appointees have ties to white supremacist groups or have expressed extremist views, which could influence policy decisions and the treatment of marginalized communities. These actions suggest a shift towards authoritarian practices, reminiscent of historical regimes that undermined democratic institutions and promoted supremacist ideologies. It's crucial to remain vigilant and advocate for the protection of democratic values and human rights.
There you go. Yeah, hold on, I got to tell Tommy I'm on the way.
Exactly. This is how authoritarian.
So how do we stop it? This is why I think
How to stop Trump's authoritarian takeover before it's too late.
Yeah, how do we do it?
Stopping an authoritarian movement requires strategic resistance across multiple fronts: legal, political, military, and public mobilization. Here's how we can disrupt Trump's consolidation of power before democracy collapses. Step 1. Expose and undermine his private enforcement arm. What's happening? Trump is outsourcing power to Eric Prince's private military force for immigration enforcement. Why it's dangerous. This creates a loyal, unaccountable force that can be used to suppress dissent outside legal channels. How to stop it? Investigate and expose contracts between the government and Prince's network. Demand congressional oversight and public hearings to limit private military use. Mobilize state and local governments to refuse cooperation with private enforcers. Key message: the U.S. doesn't need a private army. Dictators do. Step 2. Protect the judiciary from purges and intimidation. What's happening? Trump's allies are calling for the impeachment of judges who rule against him. Why it's dangerous. Once judges fear removal for enforcing the law, the courts become rubber stamps for autocracy. How to stop it? Mass mobilization against judicial impeachments. Republican judges need to feel safe ruling against Trump. Expose the GOP's attack on the rule of law to moderate voters. Encourage federal judges to resist illegal orders, even at the cost of career risk. Key message: if judges can be fired for doing their jobs, the law is dead. Step 3. Prevent the military from becoming a MAGA weapon. What's happening? Trump is purging military leadership and removing JAG oversight, setting the stage to use the military for domestic suppression. Why it's dangerous. If he controls the military, he can enforce martial law and crush protests. How to stop it? Encourage active duty service members to resist illegal orders. Push Congress to block Trump's ability to deploy the military domestically. Expose any signs that MAGA loyalists are being installed in key command positions. Key message: the military serves the Constitution, not one man. Step 4. Strengthen local and state level resistance. What's happening? Trump is trying to override state and local governments, especially in blue states. Why it's dangerous. If governors lose autonomy, Trump gains full control over national policy. How to stop it? Use state laws to shield against federal overreach, e.g. sanctuary laws, state-level judicial protections. Encourage cities to refuse cooperation with unconstitutional policies. File lawsuits against Trump's actions at the state level. Key message: states have the power to resist federal overreach. Use it. Step 5. Mass mobilization and civil resistance. What's happening? Trump is normalizing autocratic rule, banking on public exhaustion and fear. Why it's dangerous. If the public accepts his power grabs, he wins. How to stop it? Organize massive, sustained protests against judicial purges and military control. Encourage strikes, walkouts, and economic disruption if democracy is dismantled. Use independent media and digital organizing to counter MAGA disinformation. Key message: we outnumber them, but only if we act. Conclusion: the window to act is closing. If the judiciary falls, democracy falls. If Trump controls the military, resistance becomes dangerous. If private enforcers take over, the government is no longer accountable. Stopping Trump requires action now, not later. Would you like a guide on specific actions for different groups? Voters, activists, military personnel, judges, etc. Keyword. See, this image has now manifested. There she is talking. See her mouth? Its mouth is open. There I am, just driving around. She's there, right? Isn't that amazing? Amazing. The prophecy. The 5,000-year-old mind.